Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the latest Matchday blog here on the Pink and YouTube channel. My name is Connor Southwell and I'm sat in what you can see is a very empty car. It's about 8:15. I'm waiting now for my colleagues to come and join me, and then we'll obviously make the trip up to Huddersfield. Really excited for this one, partly because of the way Norwich City have been playing, and isn't it just lovely to feel that way? But also it's a football match, and every football match is really exciting. You get a few of these this week because we're on our travels quite a lot, to be completely honest. Bristol City in the Cup in midweek, and then Rotherham next weekend as well. So it's going to be an interesting week. We're expecting some fun stuff to happen prior to our arrival at the John Smith Stadium. I'm sure by now you know, but Norwich City look to be set to sign former Leeds United midfielder Adam Forshaw. So we're expecting that to drop as the journey north progresses, which means a little bit of laptop on laps and that kind of thing, and sorting that all out. But should be good fun. Really looking forward to today. Huddersfield's always a really nice trip. It's always nice heading up to Yorkshire. Plenty of subplots as well, not least the Neil Warnock one. He's always a subplot, isn't he? But David Wagner returning to his former club as well. Follow us around, see what we get up to, and if you like this video, make sure you drop a like on it. Click subscribe. Let us know what you'd like to see in the future as well. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. Let's hope for 3 points. Here we are then in Huddersfield. Pretty smooth journey, certainly smoother than our Southampton effort. Ground is just up there, floodlights beyond the trees. I think it took about 4 hours all told, maybe 3 and a bit. There's a little bit of congestion, but we're here. Norwich in the meantime have announced Adam Forshaw. He is expected to be involved today, so that's going to be interesting. I've seen lots of yellow and green shirts milling about. We're now on the walk from the car park to the media centre in the ground, and yeah, looking forward to this one. I think it's always really interesting when you come up against the Neil Warnock team, isn't it? But the way Norwich are playing, let's hope the optimism that everyone is feeling continues beyond this afternoon. Oh, I could be tempted. Could be tempted.
Ice cream you'll have is
no, when we come out. We'll be here when we come out.
Away day folklore, the Orange Sanders coaches. 3 in attendance. I'd imagine there's probably a few more to come, judging by the space either side. But we think there's about 1,800, but not actually confirmed that. And then just ahead, you can begin to see the John Smith Stadium up here. And there's Paddy and Adam making our way to the media room. When in Yorkshire, nice meat and potato pie, can't beat it. And here is today's location, the John Smith Stadium. Lovely backdrop behind this stand opposite, just some wonderful trees. And then you'll be able to see just in this corner here. There we go. That's where the Norwich City fans are located this afternoon. Some Norwich players on the pitch, including, if I zoom in there, that is Adam Forshaw in conversation with a couple of members of Norwich City's fitness department. This, interestingly, just below here is all director's box, so it gives you an indication of just quite where the press are located here at the John Smith Stadium. But yeah, brilliant surroundings for an afternoon of football. And we're about 10 minutes away from team news, so let's see what we have in store. I predict an unchanged 11.
younger players so far looks perfect, and of course Forshaw will add to that more older end of the spectrum. But yeah, if you're Johnny Rowe, if you're Josh Sargent, you know, Fisher, Gibbs, these younger players, to be in and around real good experienced pros who know what it's all about, invaluable. And like David Wagner said about Barnes specifically last week, he knows when to have a joke and a laugh and be, you know, kind of more relaxed around the group, but he also knows the time he's got to switch.
Paddy. Brilliant surroundings, isn't it? And,
I love it here. Yeah, no, it doesn't really work unless you pan round, Connor. But show the viewers our view.
That's what we're looking at. It's
I
quite
might spend more time if this game
it's a bit Austrian-like, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Well, funny enough, I said to you and Adam as we walked, there's a bridge over a nice little stream / river. It took us back to the Toulouse game, wasn't it, in Cosson, which was beautiful. Which we approached that stadium over a lovely waterway. But yeah, I love coming in just from the visuals. But obviously, we're not here to sightsee. We're here for hopefully a good game to store. Yeah, the sun's still out. It's supposed to be rain in the air, but real positive vibes around Norwich. Apparently, Huddersfield's results don't match their performances, so we'll see. But I've seen it on social media actually in the last hour. This probably is a good test of just how far along the path Norwich are. If they come here, the Warnock factor, they deal with it, get back on the coach, they've got another 3 points, then it just gives you added belief that maybe this is sustainable and they can go to anywhere in the Championship, pick up results, tick it over at Carrow Road, and then who knows where that takes them come May.
Yeah, let's see what we get. So thanks, Paddy. Let's go. You can just see over there the away end filling up. Let's get the thoughts of my other colleague, Mr. Adam Harvey, who joins me. Adam, how are you feeling ahead of this one?
Relatively positive, actually. It's quite nice coming to these sort of games now and feeling a mood where Norwich might win. I mean, I remember coming here back in the last season, and I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday night, quite cold, nothing to really to play for, both sides. I think Huddersfield at that point, that was sort of the start of their resurgence, and Norwich were pretty good on the night, to be fair, but Marquinhos red card and scruffy goal they conceded, and the mood just wasn't a fun place to be part of. Today feeling positive, 2-0 Norwich win, that's what I'm going for. Unchanged team, and you can't change the team at the moment because David Wagner's got a winning formula, and you don't change that, do you?
Score prediction?
2-0 win. Sargent and Sarah.
Good man.
Double S.
Good man. I think I've gone for a goal for Huddersfield, but yeah, there we go. So you see the players just going through their final preparations ahead of the game, and we are about 15 minutes or so from kick-off here at the wonderful John Smith Stadium. For Norwich City continue their unbeaten start in the Championship against Huddersfield. Those away fans in 5 voice. Players are out. Let's see what we get this afternoon. Half time here at the John Smith Stadium. Norwich City 2-0 up. Goals from Josh Sargent, who then immediately had to go off injured, and an Ashley Barnes penalty, which I believe is the first penalty Norwich City have got since Temu Pukki missed one at Sheffield United last year. So that goes to show how long they've been without a spot kick. But really ruthless 5-minute spell here. But to be honest, they lacked a little bit of control thereafter. Huddersfield have grew into the game. They threatened. They've faced an area on Bob, and Angus Gunn made an excellent save from a header. Feels like the next goal in this game is really crucial. It feels like it's hanging on a little bit of a knife edge. If Huddersfield get that, they have momentum. You never know what can happen. If Norwich City go and grab it, you would imagine it's game over. Been really impressed with John Rowe. I think Huddersfield have deployed a pretty clear, obvious tactic, as we expected they would. Pretty brutal tactic in terms of fouling him. But yeah, so far so good for Norwich. I think the second half's going to be as much about management and control as it is about whether or not they can go and kill this game off. But hanging in the balance, but they are 2-0 up. Very commanding position. David Wagner will be pleased with the first half of that first half, less so with the second half of the first half, and we'll see what we get in the second.
guys to assist and remember well on the relay. They gave us all the information which we needed against Huddersfield.
No mucking about here. A rugby post straight. You've got a football at one end, a rugby post at the other. This obviously is the setting by Norwich City. Put 4 past Huddersfield Town this afternoon. If certain alcoholic drink companies did away days, they'd be a little bit like that, weren't they? Norwich absolutely superb this afternoon against Huddersfield. 5 in 5 for Johnny Rowe. Ashley Barnes I thought was outstanding, doing all of the strikers contributing absolutely tremendously, but by the same token a little bit worried by that Josh Sargent injury. David Wagner's just described that as serious. I've actually seen again sort of where we're situated. There's director's box there. Stuart Webber has had conversations with Chris Burton, who's the head of medical. He's had conversations with David Wagner and Neil Adams. It's going to be interesting to see what the ramifications of that is in terms of Norwich City going into the window, but it can't take the gloss off a really tremendous performance. Not many teams are going to come here against the Neil Warnock team and put 4 past them, but for me the big thing is keeping that clean sheet. It's something that they haven't done so far this season. Huddersfield a little bit toothless at points, but yeah, I think just a perfect away day, barring that Josh Sargent injury. So we'll take that, we'll get back on the road, and yeah, glorious afternoon. And the sun is, let's focus that way, the sun's even come out as well.
Attack all 3 games which we have before the international break. The first one today we've done. Now it's all about to recover, get fresh legs. And
it's slightly different today because I felt today we could have got a result today, but as I said, we'll not get a result against anybody if we give goals away like that, and they were all preventable goals.
There's the beautiful river that Paddy referenced. Flows both sides, very Austria-like that. Nice part of the world, this. Here we are then, back home. Another away day done. Arlo's tired, aren't you, Arlo? Yes. And really good win from Norwich City. Really entertaining day, really long day. And yeah, it's, I believe now this is Norwich City's best league start. I was having a look at it in the car on the way back. Since 2002-03, which is pretty incredible, 21 years ago. Although if you want a warning or maybe a reason to keep the feet on the floor, they did go on to finish 8th that season under Nigel Worthington. So, you know, it goes to show maybe that even positive starts can fizzle out, but it's hard to keep a lid on the excitement at the moment. And I said it, I think, in a clip earlier on, but I keep reminding people, they say, oh, this is brilliant, isn't it? And it's like, enjoy it, because the way that last season ended was so frustrating and so hard and so difficult, and probably made a lot of people question why they go, and some people gave up Carrow Road season tickets and whatnot, and there was a lot of anger, and look, that's not subsided, and I'm sure there are people who have frustrations with the way that things went last season and the way it unfolded, but everyone needed this, I think. So yeah, it's really good. Anyway, from Arlo, from me, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again for the next one, which will come in just a couple of days' time as we head to Bristol City. That's going to be kind of a bit of a longer one because it's going to be a 2-day one, and then we head to Rotherham next weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you like this video, and yeah, we'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.